At the B9 Nordic summit in Vilnius, one question dominated the headlines. Is the United States preparing to scale back its troop presence in Europe? With talk of a possible American pivot, anxious allies rallied to display unity and deliver one message: NATO's future may hang in the balance. Lithuania's President Gitanas Nausėda urged caution but underscored the stakes. US troop deployments and new German infrastructure, he said, are signs of enduring commitment, but warned against taking them for granted.
I would trust official information about the possible reduction of United States presence in Europe. So far, we have 1,000 US soldiers standing shoulder to shoulder with the soldiers of Germany, Norway, and other EFP countries. We are highly interested that United States focus on Europe remains, because this is a very important element of our collective security, and I hope that the Hague Summit will bring very positive news to this field.
Polish President Andrzej Duda said he had spoken directly to President Trump and Secretary Hegseth, dismissing any suggestion of a withdrawal from NATO's eastern flank.
I had a few opportunities to talk with President Trump during last 6-7 months. I talked also with his secretaries, especially with Secretary Hegseth. And I have no information about any ideas of withdrawing American military forces, US Army forces from our part of Europe, from eastern flank. So,
NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte reaffirmed the US security umbrella, but urged Europe to share more of the burden. He also signaled a long-term American pivot toward the Indo-Pacific.
Let me be very straightforward here. Since January, I get two questions from European allies. Question one is the US still committed to NATO? The answer is yes. Committed to NATO, committed to Article 5, and this has been many times repeated by President Trump in many meetings. So my only suggestion to many European colleagues is put on your television so that you can hear him say this. Don't ask me, he's very clear about this. But there is an expectation. What we know is that the US, next to Europe, of course, also has to take care of the Middle East, has to take care of the Indo-Pacific, and it is only logical that over time, as we are building up, that the US will pivot somewhat more towards Asia.
Romanian President Nicu Șordan reinforced the urgency, calling the US presence on NATO's eastern edge essential, not symbolic.
The United States presence in the eastern flank of NATO is extremely important for us, for all of us. So, as I said, we have to strengthen the transatlantic connection, and on this regard, it's very, very important, our commitment on 3.5 plus 1.5, and I hope that we will take that decision in Hague.
Ukrainian President Zelensky, speaking as a nation under siege, offered brief but firm support for Rutte's NATO stance. With the Hague summit approaching, pressure builds for Europe to formalize a new defense compact with higher spending and longer-term deployments. Vilnius wasn't just a summit, it was a warning. NATO's survival now hinges on Europe shifting from reliance to resilience. The US may stay, but only if Europe proves it's worth the promise of protection